Happy Monday. Happy Labor Day, everybody. Hope you guys are having a good day off from work. So I think today we are actually going to look at Project Fear. And I don't think I've actually seen a whole episode of theirs before. I've seen some of the other debunkers kind of looking at them and, debunking what they're doing and also reacting to their kind of nonsense, I guess you could say. So this one's going to be about the Sallie House. Now, I have seen other videos where other paranormal groups are looking at the Sallie House. I do know that the Watcher guys also went to the Sallie House, Shane and Ryan. So that gives me some context to how the house is set up and what to expect there. But we're going to see what theirs is. I think theirs is a lot of overreacting and yelling to, EMF and spirit boxes and stuff like that. But anyways, let's take a look at it and let's see what we see with this. So I'm actually kind of excited to see their stuff. All right, I think we are good. So let's go ahead and get into it.
The claims are that this place is demonic. It's not that it's haunted. It's that it's demonic.
They believe it's trying to.
All right, well, there you go already. So we're already into.
Just run into the
This is a demonic house. It is not a haunted house.
Dude,
Ghost
what's
haunted.
going on? You can't open it. Dude, I don't get what's going on.
Yeah, neither. None of us
Door
do.
just open. Look.
Poltergeist!
Oh my God. What?
This is the most insane night we've ever had, dude.
So I think there's supposed to be a little girl or something that lives upstairs,
What
but it's
is up, everybody?
demonic.
Welcome back to Project Fear. We are about
So not
to
a-
get
not a-
on
not a
the
ghost.
road, leaving Villisca Axe Murder House.
Hey,
if you
Teresa.
have not seen that video, go back, watch it. It was a wild, wild night. But now we are on the last house, my pick of the haunted house road trip. I'm taking them to the Sallie House. It has a very tragic past, a very dark history, and an evil, demonic presence that haunts the entire house. Yes, demonic. I'm telling you that right off the rip. There is a pentagram stain from rituals in the basement that is said to haunt
scary.
the entire house. And now we are off to Kansas. Yes, the no place like home state, the state where Sam and Colby came from, and the state where Taylor Swift's boyfriend plays football. Yes, all fun facts to know. Okay, pausing really quick. I know that Kansas City is actually Missouri. It's not in Kansas. We're in Kansas. Kansas City Chiefs play in Missouri, not Kansas, even though they're called Kansas City Chiefs. Nothing makes sense anymore. Get it or just don't. We don't care.
Let's hit the road then.
How's everyone feeling?
Feeling drop dead gorgeous.
Fit jack, lavender and red. That's sick. You guys are looking really good.
What is
My
your
two
fear gear?
favorite sweatshirts. I'm not wearing fear gear.
Oh, that's cool. You don't support the brand? You don't support the movement?
Nope.
They're jealous. They're really jealous. They don't have this.
All right, we get the commercial stuff out of the way.
We're literally in the middle of cornfields for days. What is this?
We are on our way to Kansas right now.
Kansas?
Yes, we are going to Kansas. We are going to one of the most haunted houses in the entire world, actually.
In Kansas?
In Kansas. So,
That can't be true.
no, it's true. It's one of those places that kind of flies under the radar, but once you find out what it is, you guys are going to know exactly why I brought you guys there.
I don't think I've ever spent too much time in Kansas. Just a little bit. Just
Yeah,
a little bit.
I'm just saying, guys, get ready. This one's this one's dark. This one's gonna be intense.
Well, the funny
There's
thing
a
is that
stain
the
in
Watcher guys,
basement
they
because
went
of
to it
rituals.
twice. So they went as the Watcher, and then they also went as BuzzFeed. And I don't think anything really happened to
It's
them
our
the
fourth
entire
house
time.
now. None of them have had satanic, evil rituals. They've all had darkness, heaviness, but nothing like that.
The wild thing about this one is anything can happen at any moment. Like, it could go from just being a normal regular house and you don't feel anything, and then all of a sudden it could turn into one of the darkest places we've ever been.
I think we've dealt with too much darkness on this road trip, but it makes sense that all these hauntings are like evil demon.
Well, also, I gotta be honest, I'm not gonna be picking a location where it's Casper the Friendly Ghost and it's perfectly fine and we're gonna have a good night's sleep.
And you got the last choice, so this is the final stop of the trip. It can't be some minimal thing, especially coming off of the Velisca house. I have a feeling we're screwed tonight.
Night.
Or tomorrow night, right?
Oh, God.
Yeah, tomorrow night. We're just gonna be reading the packet tonight. This has been a very, very long road trip. We're all at a point where we're sleep deprived, and we're at the final leg of the stop.
This might
I
be one of
imagine
those
that you'd be
locations where we need to go to, like,
doing the investigations at
Bible camp
night
for,
and
like,
driving
a
during the
month
day.
After this.
I'm sure these guys are exhausted.
We made it.
We did.
Let's go check this place out.
So I saw 4 guys. Do they have like a 5th?
All right, everyone, it's time to find
recording?
out where I am going to be taking you guys for my location. The haunted
looks
house
like they just have 4. Okay.
tour ends here. Got a lot of information in this packet. I know some of you guys, all you guys are going to know this place, but I don't know if you guys know the entire story. Let's just jump right into it, to be honest with you.
You know it's gonna be bad when it's the final stop.
Chelsea?
Chelsea.
I guess I will do it. I actually am very curious where you're taking us. All right.
All right, here we go.
The Sallie House.
Well, I thought they were there. That's a weird editing choice.
I thought that was in Missouri.
Nope.
Oh, fuck.
Get ready, boys and girls. We are about to go to the Sallie House.
So that
Despite being located
That
in
was a very
quiet and
weird editing
unsuspecting
choice, I'll have to
neighborhood
say.
in
That was-
small-town Kansas,
that confused
this
me.
location
I thought they were
has
at the Sallie House.
reputation for being one of the most haunted houses in all of North America. Once inside the home's threshold, the hairs on the back of your neck stand up, and you can't help but feel an uneasiness all the way to your core. Several generations would go on to live and die in this home. 4 documented deaths to be exact. But it is actually another death, an
Well, how
unfortunate
old is the
and
Sallie House?
untimely loss that is at the root of this home's sinister reputation. The house gets its nickname from a story that many have tried
It feels
to
like it'd
prove,
be-
but
it's, like,
cannot
super old,
confirm
so
with 100%
wouldn't-
certainty due to the lack of reliable historical
Like, at least
records.
maybe 100 years
The story
old?
goes that the man
Oh,
who
probably
built
older
the
than that.
house was
So, like,
named Charles Finney.
4 people
He
to
was a
die over
doctor
100 years?
who converted a section of the home into his office and medical practice.
is that
the
a
front
lot?
of the house on the main floor served as the examination and operation room for his patients, while he and his family lived upstairs on the 2nd floor. Interesting. So it was originally built as a medical practice, where a doctor actually lived
Yep.
upstairs.
Wow. I mean, that already could explain it a little bit. We've been to how many hospitals that are so incredibly haunted?
One day, around 1905,
It's a small house,
a
too.
distraught
I mean, it's small
mother
even compared to
burst
the
through
house
front
next to it.
door, carrying her young, limp daughter, Sallie. The mother claimed she had collapsed due to severe abdominal pain. Dr. Finney diagnosed Sallie with acute appendicitis and decided that an immediate appendectomy was in order. Dr. Finney concluded that in order to prevent her appendix from rupturing and ultimately taking her life, he had to perform the surgery on the spot. So she had appendicitis.
Appendicitis. So the mother thought something was wrong with Sally, rushed to this house where she knew a doctor was. He immediately said, we need to go to the operating table.
What is that, appendicitis?
So appendicitis is like the inflammation of an appendix, but if it actually ruptures, it can kill you.
Oh, gosh.
But based on how this sounds,
like
this
sepsis
doesn't
or
sound
something
like
like
this
that.
was like supposed to be operated as a surgical center. This was a desperate situation. This is like going to your primary care doctor
Yep.
and
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
surgery.
It's like they're talking about the
Exactly.
Sallie
Just like going
House,
to a
and then they get to the
pediatrician,
Sallie
and then
House,
also
and then they
there's
go
like,
back to talking about the
well,
Sallie House at
we
another
have to
location.
do something now, otherwise she's dead.
He laid vulnerable little
Really
Sallie
weird,
on the
like-
table and gave her a small dose of anesthesia that would have been available at that time. Tragically, Sallie was not completely unconscious before the doctor began surgery, and as a result, she began to scream and thrash in pain when the doctor made his first incision.
Oh, God.
God.
Sally's unexpected and sudden movements caused the doctor to make a much deeper cut, causing Sallie to lose a large amount of blood.
See, is this
She
true,
bled
or
out.
is this just...
Oh, God, dude. This is horrible.
So, So they're saying that
Despite
4
his
people
efforts
died,
to calm and
but it was a
comfort
doctor's
Sallie,
office.
It soon became apparent when her
and during that time,
screaming
you know,
stopped
doctor's
and
office
she
wasn't the
became
same like
pale
now. Like,
and
they would do
motionless,
surgeries
that
there
the
and stuff.
innocent
So
and
that's not bad for
unsuspecting
a process
6-year-old
of
girl
that time for 4
was
people.
in fact dead.
Like, imagine the mother in that situation. 1 hour ago, your daughter was alive and well.
And you decided to bring her to this doctor for help to save your daughter's life or try to figure out what's going on. And
I mean, that was common. That was
Finney
really
family
common.
eventually sold the home in 1939. From that time on, the home changed hands several times, being transferred from family to family, with no record of further tragedy or known paranormal activity. That
I think we
is
have this
until
idea that
1992, when Tony and Deborah Pickman
doctors back in the
rented
20s and
the home.
1910s
Once
were
the
like-
couple moved in,
like,
paranormal
really good.
activity slowly began to permeate the house. They both felt that something was off with the house, but couldn't quite quantify the feeling. The activity first appeared in their newborn baby's room. Their son Taylor's stuffed animals would be moved around the room, and sometimes even moved to other rooms around the house. Strangely, they would always be found placed in a circular formation on the floor. The couple was skeptical at first about the occurrences because Tony's brother, who visited quite often,
Wouldn't you though,
was
like-
known to be a prankster. When Tony
things are
confronted
easy
him
to-
about the oddly placed stuffed animals,
to test
he had no
for.
idea what Tony was
Like having
referring
the
to.
animals in a
the middle
circle.
of the confrontation,
Put a camera
they
on the
both
circle.
stood bewildered
Like-
as they
like on the
witnessed
ground, and you move
stuffed
them
animals
around.
slide
You would see it if they moved
across the
around.
floor and form a circle right in front of
Okay,
their
so how
eyes.
far are we into this already? We're 10 minutes in,
There are legitimate poltergeist activity stuff that
and we're
happens at
not
this
in
house.
investigation
Sitting there
yet.
like, you did this. No, I didn't do it. And then all of a sudden, it's like out of a movie.
Yeah.
It's freaking terrifying.
Yeah.
Like something in there wanted to be like, no, I'm doing it.
Yep.
There's just so much time that like elapsed between Sallie and this doctor's office and this current Pickman family. Like something happened in between that time.
Yeah,
Something did.
It was then that
Yeah,
they knew
exactly
they were
right, Teresa.
dealing with
And,
a poltergeist.
like,
And
the
that's when
idea that,
activity
like,
really started to
that
ramp up.
toys would be
Lights
all around the
flicker on
house.
and off,
It's
and
called
strange
living with
knocks
children.
would be heard throughout the house at night. The Pickmans were concerned at this point and did
It
not
almost feels
know
like, oh,
where
we
to
found out the
turn,
history
so they
about this house, and now
contacted
everything that
several psychics
happens
and
is
paranormal groups
this
for
weird
answers.
activity
They eventually
sort of
got
thing.
in contact with psychic Peter James. After his initial walkthrough
It's-
of the home, he concluded that the house was haunted by the spirit of a little girl. He also felt very strongly that there was another, much darker and evil spirit attached to the house. Dude, that's the thing about this whole road trip. Even the Conjuring house and like the Hinsdale might have been the darkest so far, but even then it was like, this could be Native Americans, whatever. This is like pure demons, dude. Like, I'm glad we saved this for last.
I almost like don't want to know. Like I'm at the point now where I'm like, okay, I get it. It's really creepy. It's really haunted. There's something sinister going on, but I'm kind of cool not knowing the rest. Like I'm a little freaked out right now.
Are you
Peter
gonna?
James concluded that the spirit of the little girl was Sallie, and that the much darker spirit could be her grieving or angry mother. He suggested offering the little girl.
The
a
thing that
toy
I heard
in the
was that
hopes
Sally
being
was a demon,
accepted by the Pickmans
but
would
Sally
calm
was
the
real?
restless spirits down and perhaps allow them to move on. This did not work. The activity soon turned into actual attacks on the family, with Tony, who would develop large scratches across his entire body as the main target. It was around this time that he began experiencing horrifically vivid nightmares that his home was on fire and that a creature was trying to take their son. The activity peaked when small fires would break out inside of the house almost weekly, and Tony's oppressive thoughts of harming his family became more and more prevalent.
Yeah, it's the
Once
Sallie
those
House.
thoughts started to creep
Yeah.
into his head, he decided that he and his family needed to move out of the house. They left, deciding never to reside there again. Weekly fires in the house?
It almost.
Like, that does
It
not
really
just happen.
sounds
No,
like
I mean, the fact that he was having nightmares about this.
this kid
over and
this
over
kid was
again,
having
and then
some
all of a sudden,
issues, like
it
he was
started
disturbed or
actually
something like that.
happening in its house.
Because he was having dreams
The
about setting
activity
fires
did
or
not
having a
stop
fire
them
in his
leaving.
house.
The owner of the
And then it
house, who
happened.
had been renting to the Pickmans, became intrigued with their experiences and decided to do a little digging and investigating into what might have been the source of their attacks. He soon discovered a pentagram underneath the original floorboards in the basement. No one knows when or why that pentagram was placed there or what kind of rituals took place using it, but they attribute the dark presence in the house
Do they
to
have
something
pictures of the pentagram?
that was lured there. So, like, unlike all the other houses we've been going to where it's speculative, is this demonic, is this not? Like, we're going somewhere where we know this is demonic.
The claims are that this place is demonic. It's not that it's haunted. It's that it's demonic.
That's probably why so many people warn us about this place. Like, everywhere we go, people tell us about this house. Tell us if you do ever go, be so careful.
What did they tell us about this then? That's so annoying. You guys should totally check out this demon place. But be careful though.
After the discovery in the basement, more investigations were conducted in
I see
the house.
the black mark,
both
and they keep saying that was the
physical and
pentagram, and
paranormal.
I still-
On one occasion, they conducted
Like, I'd like to see
luminologists
pictures of it.
and found that the closet in the master bedroom was covered in blood spatter. There was also a bloody sweater found in the attic. Like, the blood spatter in the closet, you could maybe attribute to the doctor, right?
No, that's not how that works.
No?
There should not be blood spatters in a closet. So obviously these owners like really speculated something was happening if they went to that level of like looking for that stuff.
Could the stories of Sallie
So I do
be
wonder-
true? Could she, her
I'm gonna look
mother,
that
or
up real
maybe
quick,
the both of
because
them be
if you're
seeking
using
revenge
luminol,
on the doctor
I
who
think
botched her
luminol
surgery
would show
and
up under
ultimately
something
killed her
else,
by
too.
attacking the men who entered the home? Or could the evil inside this house be due to the satanic rituals, and this entity is disguising itself as a little girl to lure people into its grasp?
Haunted accounts. To this day, many people have experienced violent attacks similar to those experienced by Tony. There have been reports of people
So I'm,
being
like, wondering if
scratched,
there's-
pushed, and burned, with one
Does
person
it pull up
claiming
Russ?
that they were actually choked into unconsciousness. Like someone actually like passed out.
Yeah, from having a feeling of being like absolutely choked out, they passed out.
Images of a little girl,
Yeah,
shadowy
yeah.
figures,
Rust.
and
It's
mists
anything with rust.
forming
Yep.
are often captured
Yeah,
throughout
iron,
the property. Passerbys
so
have
anything-
even
any rust,
noticed
any
figures
metal.
standing in
So
the
it could have been
windows
anything
when
that-
they know that no one else is in the house. Investigators
Any
have
metallic,
captured chilling
or
EVP
iron.
recordings. The most notable being a reply to the question.
Use it in
"Is
cellular
God
assays
real?"
to
which was
detect
answered
copper,
with the
iron,
response,
and
"No
cyanides,
help
as well
here."
as specific proteins
This is
via Western
This is a really, really bad one,
bloating.
guys.
Blotting?
Like, we don't
know what that
like
means.
dealing with demons. If
Usually I
you
don't come across
followed our
words that are-
show on TV, even like
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
we
you're
try to
absolutely
avoid
right.
this
If
stuff,
it actually
but
finds
when you go
iron,
into
that's what it's
haunted
finding
houses,
in
it's
your
kind of unavoidable, it seems.
in your
Others have seen the
thing. So you would
actual
use luminol to
embodiment of the
find
spirit of
what you
Sallie
think would be
and have
blood, and then
heard
you'd have
her
it
voice
tested.
in the house, asking them to come play with me. Many believe that
That's
the dark
interesting.
entity in this house will attack and attach itself to the weakest member of the group.
Oh no! Not my sister!
You little dick!
That sucks, man. Oh,
You're gonna be targeted, bro.
sis.
I have a feeling I'm gonna be the weekend. She was in the military.
She's been to space, guys. Like,
Honestly, like 10% of people are gonna believe all of those things.
honestly, all jokes aside, it's a toss up.
Who's the weakest?
It really is. Like, at least mentally right now, like, we are all very fatigued and drained. So
There's no weak link in this group. We're all at a low.
it's all horrible links.
We
They're
are
all
one chain of bunch of weaklings.
just a rusty,
You said it,
eroded
not
chain.
us.
The most active areas include the entire house. There are paranormal claims that have happened in every square inch of this house.
claims-
There is no escaping from the evil that flows through
right.
every nook and cranny of this home.
And I do think
However,
it's
there
good,
are
like,
some areas
what-
that seem to be especially active.
Oh my God, okay, how
The
far are we?
basement. This is where the pentagram
Okay,
was
so
found.
17
Rumor
minutes
has it
in,
that
and we
many
haven't gone to
people
the house.
tried
I've done
to
started the
cover
investigation.
symbol up, and that it will keep reforming. Currently, wait, hold on. Wait a minute. They like tried to cover it up, like how? Like clean it up?
Yeah. Like scrubbing it, cleaning it up, trying to get rid of it, and it just did not work.
Dude, that's not good at all.
No, it's not good.
Currently, all that remains is a stain on the ground where it once was. Kind of worked, I guess, but it's still a stain. The door to the basement
I'd love to
is
see
also
pictures,
known to
like-
open and slam shut.
I really wish they would show pictures of the pentagram and how it looked.
Sally's room, located Located on the second floor, this is the room where many people say they see or feel Sallie's presence, even though she never actually lived in this house. Toys and objects have been caught on camera moving on their own. Investigators have received many chilling responses through digital recorders and also the spirit box in this room. The living room. Located next to the front door, the living room is a host to a multitude of strange occurrences. Investigators have felt a strong force keeping them from
It does feel
entering
like
the
they are
front
kind of
door
psyching
into the
themselves
room.
up
They
for this.
describe it as if someone were aggressively pressing on both sides of their head. Radios and televisions situated in this area of the home have been known to turn off and on by themselves. All right, if that happens, that's like always the freakiest thing in a scary movie is like when the radios just turn on,
my
or
TVs
TV
do
turns
that.
on.
What's so creepy is like me and Chelsea in our house.
Especially when you
growing
sit on the
up,
remote.
Haunted house. That was one of the main things that we experienced. Like we had a moment where all of the TVs in the house turned on at once. Chelsea had the radio like turn on in your room. It's not like our family knew anything about hauntings and stuff. So like to read that is very weird because a lot
I might
of our
skip
stuff
through this
at our
because
house
these guys. This
did
is
have to
actually
do
getting
with,
kind of
like
boring.
technology. You know what's creepy too? So we used to set up cameras in our
Apparently it
house.
was for everybody
Me and
else.
Tanner
Oh, we were
especially
so
would
close.
review them the next day, and there was a moment where we heard this loud picture frame.
20 minutes in.
Car up.
All right. 20 minutes in, they are we doing the investigation? Or are they just
Man.
getting in
We
the
so
car to
careful.
go
We
do the
leave and go
investigation?
home. Like we really have messed with so much dark, twisted stuff on this road trip.
Yeah,
and this is
we
just
actually
the
have
cherry
not
on
gotten to the
top.
house yet.
Scary dabbling with this stuff.
So-
Not super excited about it. Usually I'm like excited about going into locations. I'm just a little nervous.
I want to see when they actually start. 21 minutes.
Oh my
There we go.
gosh.
Okay.
We're here. Oh
Yeah,
my
it's
God,
like, oh my
dude.
god.
Holy crap.
21 minutes of them
Here we
just
go.
talking about how
This is it.
what the Sallie House is.
Welcome to the Sallie House.
So we saw them drive.
This
We
is
saw
it.
them
One of the most
go
haunted houses in
back to the
America.
location before their drive, talk about it. We saw them drive again.
Right, so we just got into the Sallie
Setting
House.
up
We
the
set
gear.
gear room, and now we're just gonna start exploring the whole entire place.
Okay, are you
We're
gonna-
start from the top?
You gonna talk
and then
about more
work our
about
way
the place
down.
and the ghosts
The game
and
plan is
are
to
you-
take some time in each and every room. So yeah, let's rock and roll.
Let's do it.
We're going no flashlights too,
Are
which
we
is
ready?
wild.
Yeah, no flashlights.
No flashlights, no nothing. Are you both in a
Chelsea,
car?
Yeah.
you have a flashlight, don't you?
No, I don't.
So we're gonna attempt no flashlights tonight. So this is what you see, which looks very bright. You can see Chelsea.
No flashlights. So if something does happen, they will only go by what they feel. So they wouldn't be able to see. Like if something moved,
See,
they won't
and
be
then
able to
turn
see
off
it.
IR.
That's so
yeah, we're in the
stupid.
pitch dark right now, and it's not gonna be good.
Yeah, dude, it's actually wild.
Like how does that help your
I think we
investigation?
go straight into Sally's room, just right off the rip.
Okay.
Yeah, let's try it.
Oh man.
Actually, I think that's my biggest question.
Sally's
How
room?
is turning all the lights off
There's all the
helping in an
toys.
investigation if you're trying
I
to
think it's so
find
odd
evidence?
because Sally never even lived here, and there's like a room for her.
Like this isn't truly Sally's room. She never lived here, but people say that her ghost is here, that they see or feel her presence in this room,
And this
and they.
The room where she got her surgery then?
That was in the kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah, this top floor was made for where the doctor was actually living.
Yeah.
I don't know what room it is, but one of these rooms up here, they found a bunch of blood spatter everywhere.
It's the basement. Right?
That is actually across the hall into that main room.
Oh gosh.
Wait, that's weird. For some.
Do you hear that footstep? Dude, shit was going on.
Wait, what?
That was like the
Yeah,
REM pod, right?
I heard a REM
There's a
pod.
footstep in a REM pod.
We don't even have a REM pod on.
What?
Wait, they're not.
No, we turned them
Hold
all
on.
off. We have no.
No, 100% heard the REM pod.
Yo, come on.
Dude, I heard the REM pod.
I heard the REM pod too.
Dude, I heard it.
All the
Nobody
gear's
else
on the
did.
table, but none of it's on.
What the hell?
What is happening already?
I told you, there's nothing on.
Nothing is on.
Nothing.
Quad's not on. Nothing is on.
It actually sounded exactly like the REM pod.
Oh my
like,
God.
to a T. Same frequency.
Do you hear that footstep? Dude!
Nope, still didn't hear
Do you
it.
hear that footstep?
We didn't get this on
Yeah,
camera.
exactly.
We brought our gear inside.
Well, they also say
we
too that
turned
s-
on
like
all the REM
I've
pods and
heard
put new
people say
batteries
that
in them and, like, we're
Sally
testing
is a
them,
demonic
and then we turned everything
presence.
off. So like,
acting
maybe
like the
something
girl.
in here heard that.
But then it's also
And
her at the
repeated
same
the
time because they
noise.
said
Another
it's not a
remix
ghost.
situation here?
Yeah,
That's what it sounds like.
it's not a ghost.
I mean, here's the basement right here, just wide
It's
open.
demonic.
When we were up
So
there,
why
I
is it
just
Sally
had
then if
asked
it's
you,
not a
like,
ghost?
This
They
is
said
where she
that
got her surgery, right? And you're
they've
like, no, that
repeated
was
it
the
3 or
kitchen.
4 times now.
This is the kitchen
It's
where all
demonic,
of her gear is. There's
not-
even this memoriam for her.
Ghost hunting.
Oh.
How are we hearing?
And then they
gear
keep
that's not
talking
even
about Sally.
turned on?
Well, then
I swear
is
it
that
sounded
demonic?
exactly
Like,
like this.
make up your mind.
That's exactly what I heard. I almost want to hear that upstairs. Like, I want to hear
Sure.
Someone come up with me, though, because I'm definitely not going up there.
Just yell down.
Yeah, again, we didn't hear it, so this is not debunking anything. This is just
What the hell, dude?
I don't know.
That's so strange.
Okay, you guys, set it up.
All right, we're upstairs.
there's like a fire alarm down there.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. Dude.
So you have a faulty
Downstairs. What the heck?
REM pod.
Do you hear that
Cool.
sound? Dude!
That's the
That
sound.
is exactly the same. I hope we caught it on camera.
You
That's
didn't.
so weird.
What? Okay.
We just got here and we're hearing like phantom equipment.
I don't get it.
Do you want to leave a camera in here?
I honestly feel like we have to.
Whoa, that would have been a
on this
great
main
idea.
Yeah.
Let's put a REM pod and a camera on this floor.
All right.
Why didn't you do that when you first got there?
So the REM pod emits electromagnetic
Who-
frequencies, and if anything,
who is it?
comes
It was like
close to it
the
should beep.
Ouija
And the
brothers,
other
I
thing
think,
REM
or
pod
something
does
like
is
that.
It picks up temperature fluctuations.
And that's what they
So
do.
there's
That
only
they
one
get
REM pod
there and they
on.
just set up
And
all
this
the
camera here
cameras
will be
before they do
recording
anything else.
This REM pod while we
So
go
that-
upstairs.
Okay.
And like I think all ghost hunting shows do that. They're like we're sitting like they get there. The first thing they do is set up equipment because if you're doing your walkthrough and something happens,
strange.
you have no evidence of it. How are these guys
We're back.
Going back
popular?
into Sally's room.
Yo, what the fuck?
Yo, what was that? Hello?
Dude, the door just opened.
What?
The door just opened. Look.
Open it.
Dude, open the door.
Cool.
Yo, what the hell? Is there anyone out here?
What's happening?
No, there's no one out here.
There's no one out here.
Did you check the latch? Did it move around whenever you were moving around? Is it windy outside? Did
No
like
one in the backyard.
Dude, it was loud. That was like pushed open. There's no wind out here, by the way.
okay?
Look
Well,
at these trees. There is no wind. It's just calm.
okay.
We're back.
Going back into Sally's room.
Yo, what the
Yo, what was that?
Sally's room.
Maybe we should set up a second camera.
Yo, what was that?
Someone would have had to like creak it open and just.
Okay, so this house is small. It's a really, really small house. You could do the entire house with 4 or 5 cameras. Like all of it. Why are you not setting that up from the beginning?
You can't open this. Look.
I have the code to get back in. Like, just.
Wait, it's a code?
Yeah, it's a code. Like right here, it's a code.
You have to put a code in,
Yeah,
right?
you didn't
Yeah.
push it all the way.
You can't open it.
Dude, I don't get what's going on.
Guys, it's the second we walk into this room, on Sally's room, something happens now twice.
Dude. All right, I'm double checking that I shut the door and lock it this time.
This
I
time,
know I
yes,
did the first
which is
time,
what
but
you should have done the
just
first
on
time.
Camera. Okay. That is completely shut now.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
That gets rid of the theory that someone was outside. It just means you didn't close it right.
Okay.
Okay. We're finally in Sally's room. Again, this is
It
just-
feels like if I was a ghost hunter, that I would have like a checklist of things, right? Like make sure your batteries are all charged. Make sure that all the windows are closed so you don't get drafts. Make sure that the door is closed and latched. Make sure you have all the cameras set up, like all the equipment. Like this should be a checklist that you do at every investigation. Because if you're not doing the same thing, it's not an investigation. It is a reaction to random bullshit that's going on inside of the house. I can do that at my own house.
just a room dedicated to
I
her.
should do
She
that
never
with my
lived here,
house.
but there's a lot of activity that happens in this room.
Like, be professional. Yeah.
Sally, are you
Yeah.
up here? Or is there anyone in this room right now with us?
And there's no reason for us to even go back because
make
you
a
know
noise,
that
move
door
one of these
was never
toys?
recorded. Or if it was recorded, they edited it out.
What the fuck?
Hi, I'm Violet.
I just stepped on a toy.
Yeah, and again, why are all those motion-activated toys there
God, that's
other than for
scary.
you to
Okay.
step
If there's
on?
anyone
And
in here.
oh, wait a minute. The toys were not in a circle like they say. They're always moved.
There's some toys on this bed. There's a couple balls sitting here on the nightstand. Could you knock one of those balls off that table?
And you know that one of those toys is going to go off. You just know it is.
Can you show off some of your favorite toys that are in here?
Like they're not going to be in that room, and then one of them is going to move or make a noise or something like that.
REM pod's going off.
What?
Downstairs, I hear it.
And I
Wait, stop. Do you hear it?
and I need to figure out the REM pod,
Stop. I don't know.
like
At
what
least we have
makes
a
the
camera
tones
on it.
happen and
I
what
think if I
like the
heard it,
colors
it was
and stuff
definitely
like
the
that.
temperature, not the REM.
Dude, it's weird. It's like every time we go.
Okay,
in this
so you just
room,
said it was temperature.
It's trying to pull us out of it.
No, just it got colder. And what kind of temperature difference
Sally,
matters?
do you wanna
Is
come
it
in
2
here,
degrees, 5
play a
degrees,
game?
10?
We brought a toy with us.
I need to.
If you want to
I
use
need to
it.
do more research.
Makes music, makes songs.
I'm gonna set it right here on the ground. Just come step in
I hate
front of
that
this
thing.
device. It'll pick up your motion.
All right, Sally.
So
we just
that
put a
device
music
I
box
do
in
know
your
about.
room.
I actually
if you
did
wanna
find
go
out.
up to it, it'll start playing the song.
At least they don't have it faced towards the window this time.
It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to do anything. It's just
So
a fun toy
That,
for you.
that sensor, it's the one. It's
Oh, wait.
the heck?
because you moved in front of the door.
Can you do that again, please?
So it could see them, just to let you know.
A lot of
So
people don't believe
It
that
it's a
Sally
wide angle
even is the spirit
sensor.
of a little girl, but instead it's something.
So it's almost
darker.
180
If you
degrees
are
from the
real
sensor
Sally,
face.
You are a little girl.
So if
Can you
anything
go into
moves
your room
like
and make
within
that
like I
music
think
box
it was
go
like
off?
20 feet or something like that. It's a huge range.
How's everyone feeling like physically?
I was just thinking about that.
Because I have like a minor headache.
Dude, I do too.
Yeah, like I can't tell if this is just pure tiredness, exhaustion, but like my whole head is kind of throbbing a little bit.
It's because you're tired.
Yeah.
Okay.
Earlier in the night, we were talking about the room that had the like bloody closet. Which room was that?
It's right in there.
Let's check it out.
Oh, that's creepy. Closet
And I would
has
like
a
to know, did
bunch of
they-
stuffed animals in a circle?
Did you say there was a circle of toys in there?
Yeah, dude, look at it.
People put them in there. Jesus.
Jeez, dude.
So stupid.
That's one of the creepier stories too. Is when that family was living here, they would randomly find.
Because I'm wondering if like a
toys
rusty
in a
pipe
circle
or something
that.
like leaking from the
See, even to
ceiling
the
would have
point
caused.
where, like they were
caused
thinking that
that.
it's the uncle like messing with them.
That like they got
And
rid of the pipe and
He's like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
that's
Come to
stupid
find
REM
out,
pod.
they're having an argument about it, and they watched the toys move.
They overreact to
That's
that
the REM
thing
pod.
every
That's the REM
time.
pod.
Stopped.
Right as I look over the edge.
Can you come upstairs?
So let's just assume that there's a heater right next to that thing.
Every time we walk into a new room,
Right. Can you knock on something? Make a noise?
Yeah. It's not over the top like Ghost Adventures, where they're just like, oh my god, and they do the big eyes and
Some sort
and all
of
that
device
stuff.
that like says words so we can ask questions.
You want to do that?
But they
on
do
this
act
floor,
like it
going on to,
is
the
like
living room?
just
Yeah, let's go down to the living room. We
like
should leave a camera up.
100%
Here,
proof
don't you
of
think?
paranormal.
Might
And we
as
got to
well
get down there
grab
as soon as we
the camera
can.
from
And
the kitchen
if it
since we'll be
stops, if
down
it does
there.
anything,
And we can just bring it up here.
Sure.
it's
Do it.
evidence.
I don't know if I really want to know
I know, man.
words right now.
Gotta try.
Gotta try.
Gotta try, man.
Oh, it's not even the witching hour yet. It's going to go off again?
Yo. Genuinely just felt like it sounded like someone just ran downstairs. I'm not even kidding you.
It's because it's a 100-year-old house
Did someone
and
just
you're making the
run into
floorboards
basement?
shake. Come on. So I'm gonna pause it real quick, Teresa. I don't know if I've told you this story, but the current house that we live in right now. So we moved in December of 2022. That seems right. Yeah, December of 2022, and the rest of my family were still at the old house that we were moving from, the old location that we're moving from. So I was here by myself for a couple weeks, and so it's like a brand new house. You're there by yourself. Then there's empty, like, you have a blow up mattress and a refrigerator, and that's it, kind of scenario. And I remember that the first night I stayed here, I was up in the master bedroom, and I went to go get up, and I heard someone, a creak from outside the bedroom, near the stairs, and my heart sunk, and then so I took a step back, and then I heard it again, and then I took a step forward, and I heard it again, and then I realized it's the freaking floorboard. So the floorboard is loose up in our bedroom, and it causes the like squeaking sound to go all the way out into this bridge thing. Yeah. But I scared the crap out of me, right? But what I did is it took me, 30 seconds to realize it's the floorboards causing this, because I could walk around and you'd hear it go over in one area and over the other because, they're long boards. But that wasn't the scariest one. The scariest one was the downstairs bathroom had the fan on. And then when I turned the fan off, I literally heard someone out in the living room say hello to me. And that freaked me out. It was the bathroom fan shutting off. Because I hit it again. I'm like, wait a minute, could it possibly be that? Yeah. So I did it again, and as it was going down, the bearings were tight, and it just was like, it would go like, whoa, whoa. It would like make a sound like that, but it sounded like someone said hello in the other room. So stuff like this on an old house, and people are saying, I hear someone shuffling, I hear noises, I hear knocks, all that stuff. It's just like, investigate the place, man. Like, figure out if you heard shuffling noise and you were in a certain area, do it again. Yeah.
Yo.
And you heard the creaking of the floorboards and everything else. It sounds like her.
Almost just like it's trying to keep its distance from us. Now we come here, something runs into the basement.
Oh my God.
All right, bringing this camera upstairs, filming Sally's room. All right, music box is set up in Sally's room with a camera on it.
Dude, I'm shutting the basement door. Okay, it's shut.
This is so weird. This is so bizarre.
Okay. So they're all there now. We can see them all.
We took the camera out of the kitchen. The REM pod is...
It's going off right now.
Do you see it, Al?
I see the flashing.
Dude, I'm telling you, I heard somebody in there.
Well, why didn't you mention it before it
And
went
that
off?
was not temperature.
No, it wasn't the temperature.
Flashing light.
Something went up and touched it.
As I was saying, it's still in the kitchen.
What the heck, dude?
God.
Can you come over here? Can you walk into... Just went off.
Yeah, same one. So,
It's
so
not-
there's something in that area that's setting it off.
Okay.
There's like,
Weird.
and it's always been
So
that
we
same
definitely
one.
know that there's something here, and now I think it's smart to ask questions, try to get some verbal answers. And
Could that be
just
the
whip out
broken
the
REM
PS
pod?
device, start asking questions.
All right.
On the PS device, if there is somebody here with us that wants to communicate, you can use this device to pick a word.
Ooh, are we doing an ovulus?
Sallie, are you the only one here? REM pod again?
Can't get this microphone exactly where I want it. That could be better.
What's going on in there?
I don't know.
Because we're all in here.
We had a camera in there so long and it was not go.
Dude, and as you pulled the camera away, it just went off again.
Like when we were upstairs, it was just temperature going off. It wasn't actual REM, electromagnetic.
Yeah.
Room.
Room.
Yeah.
Is that the
Teresa,
room?
do you know how old the Sallie
Kitchen?
House is? I would imagine that it's... Well, it's over 100
Sallie,
years
there's
old.
a lot of people who come here who don't actually
So it would
believe
be
you're still here.
Maybe
Can you do
130 years
something
old?
significant tonight to let us know that it is you, Sallie, and not something else?
I want to look it up real quick here.
Alcohol.
Yo,
Alcohol.
bottle of rubbing alcohol.
Mid
Wait,
1800s. So you're looking at
I wanna say this
1850
little vial.
area.
It says rubbing alcohol,
So
doesn't
about
it?
120 years old, right?
Isopropyl
Am I doing my math
rubbing
right?
Alcohol.
Wait, you said something.
50
I said, can you do
years.
something significant to let us know it's you? And it said alcohol
And it says isopropyl rubbing alcohol.
right on the table next to her, like memoriam. The people who don't believe it's actually Sallie, they believe it's trying to trick you into thinking it's Sallie.
I mean, but then that
So
could be a
170
trick
years
right
old.
there as well, still.
So it's a 170-year-old
know.
house.
But that was interesting.
That's wild.
Can you do something
We
significant?
both picked up phones at the same time.
Sallie.
Oh,
Right as you said Sallie, dude.
So it's, old
Dude, every time
old
I turn
houses,
the camera
they
towards
just,
it,
man,
it
they are
stops.
creak machines.
Right there again.
Bro.
The Stanley Hotel. If you ever want to
Can
go
you come
to a
into
place
this
that
room?
is full
walk in here?
of creaky floorboards, go to the Stanley. That is all you hear is just just
No.
constant creaking.
No.
No what?
can you come into this room? No.
Why not? Why don't you want to be in this room?
Lock.
Look.
Yes.
Why not lock?
She like locked in that space.
Oh, that
What?
could be
She's,
what
like,
it is,
stuck
not
there?
what it actually meant to say.
Dude.
As it went
Just
off.
went off.
Dude.
Jesus, the mental gymnastics. I hate the ovulus so much.
Sallie, what happened to you in that kitchen?
I swear, it could say the word banana, and they would find a way to like tie it to a ghost.
Died.
Died. Died.
What happened to you in the kitchen?
It said died. Yo.
Okay, maybe she's actually like locked there. Like maybe, man, I don't want to like fall for the like trick of totally being convinced that this is her, but like.
So Teresa, what
everything that
do
we're
you
getting
think?
sounds like her.
If it's Sallie,
Me
she's
and my
being
wife are thinking
so
about developing a ovulus app
Can you come into this room?
that has like all these different
turn on the
modes,
TV, turn on the radio.
and the one we want to be nothing
We've
but
heard
like
you could do it before.
like happy words, and you have to use that for ghost hunting.
How did you get here? How did you
Sprinkles.
end up in this house?
They said sprinkles when how did they get here?
Do you know why there's a pentagram in the basement?
Rainbows. Yeah, we want to like
Who
make
put
different.
that pentagram in the basement? Who
Yeah,
drew
yeah,
that
yeah.
on there?
Frun. I like Frun.
Someone.
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 As that's going off.
That was a creepy response.
It's really
I also want to do videos of like how you can
Do you
fake
know if that pentagram
an
is
Ovulus session as
responsible
well.
for what's haunting here today?
That if you can always edit out the 50 questions
Chant.
that didn't get an
Like a
answer,
ritual chant?
and only show the ones that
What
actually
the frick
had
is going on here?
something that could be attributed to
Is
the
there
question you
one
asked.
person here, or are there multiple people or multiple entities
Yeah.
here?
We actually did a test last night.
Wait.
We were watching like Nuke's Top
Is
5
there
or
one
show like
spirit
that,
here or multiple?
and it had another one of those night vision cameras where the person was like
That's weird.
disappearing.
A direct
So we went
answer
out.
with a-
We went
with
outside to our
Four
to our
spirits here.
our doorbell has a
I mean,
like a
see
Nest
if
cam on it.
Sally-
I mean,
And
the doctor who built this
The same thing
lived
happened
here.
as soon as we walked out
Met
of
other
its range.
families who
Like
lived
we
here. I'm
disappeared.
sure other
Hey,
people
Jim,
that
what you got? How are you
passed this
doing?
house. Are you all good spirits? Are you positive
So like
spirits?
you could actually see like we disappeared like completely into the background, and then you just saw like the top of my head like walking around, and it looked like a ghost. It was spooky, and it took us 10 seconds of doing it. Yeah, it was really cool. Because I think my wife was tired of me just saying like,
So weird that, like,
it's a night
all
vision
of
it's a
the
night vision
activity
camera,
or
it's not
most
gonna
of the
work,
activity that we've been
it's gonna look
getting
terrible.
has been
And she was just
in
like,
the
well, show it to
kitchen
me.
is
I'm like, okay.
near
We walked out and
the
it was like
door to the
night,
basement, which
like
has the pentagram. We've had a music
you
box
like
on
as
Sallie
soon as we
House
walked
the
out,
entire
you're like,
time
yeah,
it
well,
hasn't
that's
come
exactly what other people are saying. Yeah, I don't just do this every day. Like I do this like at night too. Like we watch videos
Why
and
is
we
it that
it's like one of our
families
family's
who lived here would
things we
find
get together and
stuffed
we
animals in a
we
perfect
make fun of
circle?
these ghost videos. Ooh, what'd they see?
That was a loud knock.
Winky. Well then don't come here. I don't want you. Hey Jummaji guy, how's your Labor Day going? Yeah, I didn't hear anything either.
Door's still shut.
Okay, that's good.
And if so, and this is what really gets me. So on each of these cameras that they have a shotgun mic on it, and a shotgun mic. What's really good about it is it picks up all ambient noise. It's a high bypass condenser mic is really what it is. So all the little slots on it are to try to get out of ambient noise that are not in the direction that you're pointing it. So, yeah, they should have picked that up.
That was really loud. I felt like the door opened.
Like it, honestly,
They have to be wearing lavalier mics as well.
like that.
Oh.
Wait, dude.
That's what it sounded like.
Oh.
Come on, you come up here.
Let me hear it from over here.
I think it was the door.
Like it opened and then it closed?
Yeah.
Wait, let me hear it from right here.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Opened.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty damn similar to what we just heard.
It was a little less than that, but it sounded very similar.
I mean, here, let me do it lighter.
Why is your head wet?
Yeah,
You're not gonna stay on my lap, are you?
stuffed animals in a perfect circle.
Dude.
A perfect circle.
Okay.
Dude,
I heard the knock,
something
but it was
came in up from the basement, opened it, and shut it.
Yeah,
Like it literally makes no noise when you open it.
Poltergeist.
Poltergeist! We're literally just talking about that!
Dude!
We literally just talked about poltergeist activity.
As we're talking about the stuffed animals in a circle,
Yep.
as we possibly
Look.
Look where?
We were talking about the basement the whole entire time.
Do you want us to go into the basement?
I wonder what
leading
obvious
us to the
that is
basement.
too.
But I don't like that.
No. I don't want to follow its rules.
Doctor!
Doctor.
It's a doctor.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay, so
so
are we talking to the doctor? Is the doctor actually here?
Magnetic
I mean, we got
sensitivity.
4 earlier, so maybe the doctor, Sally, like maybe that's one of the other spirits is the doctor.
Look.
look.
Something's like telling us.
It said look. That's the second time it's told us to look.
Where do we look? Do you want us to look somewhere specific?
Can you make the music box go off if you want us to go up? And can you make the REM pod go off if you want us to go down?
Went off. REM pod's going off.
It's the run pod.
It's the same one too. I don't.
What?
The TV turned on.
The TV turned on! The TV turned on! The TV's on! No way! The TV turned on by itself.
I heard the noise.
No way. We're literally contemplating going into the basement.
Let me turn it off. Let's find the clicker. Where is it?
Which one is it? There's like 3.
It's not that.
This one's to the DVD.
Yeah.
It's that one?
It's that one.
This one.
Okay. That was under the TV.
No
Shit.
way, dude.
Yes way.
Putting this back.
Like I could hear
Okay.
the TV.
All right. Anybody want to take a guess at this one? Why would the TV come on? You'll love this one. Because I have a theory on why the TV came on. And why the TV only comes on when there are ghost hunters. No. I think that it received a signal to turn on. So what turns on TVs? Like when you have a remote in your hand and you point it, what is turning on the TV when you click a button? Yep. It's their cameras. Their cameras have infrared transmitters on them. The TV turns on because you are pointing an infrared transmitter on it. So, okay. This is hilarious. Yep. So, true story. At our old house, we had a refrigerator that when you would walk up to the refrigerator, the lights would come on. So on the front, they had 2 infrared repeaters on the front of it. And so when you would come up close to it, the 2 infrared repeaters would see you, and then it would turn on and turn the light on, and then it was a fancy refrigerator. Those 2 infrared transmitters used to make it so that our TV couldn't change the channel. It would be blinking so much that the TV, you couldn't use the remote. So I actually had to tape little like white stickers onto the infrared repeaters so that our TV would work. It took me like 3 months to figure it out, what was causing our TV not to work. Yeah. Like you couldn't turn the TV on, you couldn't turn it off, and it would only be sometimes. And what I realized is when you're sitting in the couch and you moved your head, you'd block the refrigerator that was behind you. So yeah, it was
TV turning
absolutely
on
their
before you
infrared
could
equipment
see
that
it
they
turning
all
on,
have.
like that high frequency, just like old TV noise.
I mean, that's like one of the closest things to like a poltergeist activity that we've had so far.
And
Yeah,
it's also
it
to
just say
the
poltergeist right before all that.
the idea that
I know earlier
that
we
TV
asked to
looks like
turn
a
the
cheap
TV on
TV,
and the radio
which
on.
makes sense for you don't want to put an expensive TV in there. But I bet you a lot of interference can turn that TV on because they would have put in a
Shut that
cheap
back off.
infrared
See if
receiver
it turns back
on it.
Nice. Okay, it's
That's
off.
that's an older
Holy
TV.
cow.
That's like one of those things where like you only hear that through scary stories and like scary movies.
It's just giving me really creepy flashbacks to our house growing up.
See, like if it had the big dial knob thing, in the ye oldie
You
days,
turn the TV back on.
that would be one thing if the TV came on.
Can you do that while we're watching?
But even those, I think, would come on without turning the switch. Yeah, you're just not at
Why
the
did
right
you
angle
just
for
turn
your
the TV
infrared to
on?
kick it up. You can see it right there. See, like that little thing that's sticking out the side of his camera. That's an infrared transmitter.
something that's wicked, something that's evil.
Right now he's holding it away because he's recording something else, but...
Oh my God!
What?
When the light flashed, I swear to God, I saw something like a black shadow standing in the corner. I'm not kidding.
What side of the room?
It could have just been my eyes playing tricks on me.
Well, you had a
but
camera.
I saw something standing right here, about this tall.
Dude.
Just standing right here.
It could have been Sallie. That's a child. A child's height.
Oh my God.
Is that her?
Jesus Christ.
No way! Listen.
So, I'm also wondering too, like,
We need to find Sallie.
like, could you make a
Where should we
one of those
go?
devices that would react to questions that were asked to it?
I think you saw Sallie.
Yeah, that made
What
me
if she was
jump.
saying, like, you just found me? Like, find. You found me.
6 years.
6 years? How old was she?
How old was
Was
she?
she like 5 or 6?
Yes.
It just said 6 years.
6 years.
6 years.
How old was she? We need to
Hold on,
find
hold
out. What does the packet say? I forget.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like at a loss. Like my head's going crazy, so I can't really remember right now.
If she's 6 years old, that's wild.
And I still have this theory that these devices, they can put in custom words into the dictionary that comes up as well. That's the real skeptic in me, that I feel that those things can be pre-programmed before you go to a site so that they come up with custom words.
No way.
Why does it say 6?
Despite his efforts to calm and comfort Sallie, it soon became apparent that the innocent and unsuspecting 6-year-old girl was in fact dead.
Way!
Dude.
It said 6 years.
Yeah,
Right
yeah.
as we're saying that, we
Yeah,
think
like
we
you had
saw
pre-programmed
Sallie
words,
standing
but
in this
imagine
corner.
in a Magic 8 Ball, you could go in and
Are we right,
rephrase
Sallie?
all of the
Oh my
words in there.
goodness.
Are you here with us right now?
I mean, it's 100% a Magic 8 Ball the way that it works.
He's
It's,
never done that.
Can you step away, Sally? Step away.
I think
from
that's
the
their broken
pod.
REM pod.
Dude.
What if it's not her?
That's the thing I'm creeped out about. Why is this still
Why is it
going
still
on?
going
But you
on?
keep saying Sally.
What is happening?
Well, let's see. It detects EMF, electromagnetic frequency, which comes from everything in their hands. So the Ovilus puts out EMF. The camera puts out EMF. His smartwatch that he has on his wrist. And I bet he also has like smart rings and everything else. They all put out EMF. So it can come from any of that. It can come from the refrigerator. It can come from other REM pods that are nearby. And it's not evidence. It's just things making noises.
Bro. Try opening the basement door. I don't know why. I just have a feeling like open the door. You want to go down to
It
the
is a
basement?
scary basement, I will say that. I will not lie, that is a scary basement.
If you're not Sally, tell us who you are.
Jeez.
So if I was in this situation and I had this REM pod that was going off like continuously, I would do a reset on it. Like I would move it from that location. I'd put it somewhere else. I would do a reset on it because that's what they said is that when it first turns on, there's a 20 to 30 second like reset on the device. Yeah. Replace the batteries. Verify that it's in working order. But if it's doing something you've never seen before, just don't go ghost. Say, is our equipment malfunctioning?
I'm gonna turn it off. Just reset it.
Hey. Oh my God, you guys
There's
listened.
nothing on this table that would interfere with that field.
Okay, I'm gonna turn it back on.
But we also know REM pads
Swear
can
it's
have
not
interference
broken.
with walkie-talkies.
Sally's! Sally's!
Nuh-uh.
Sally.
Sally's? No way.
Oh my god!
Oh, dude, what is happening?
This is the most insane night we've ever.
All right. So that tells you right there it's all bullshit. That everything that came out of that Ovilus is complete and utter bullshit. I'm just going to call it, because that you have to program in the word. It is not taking letters and making random words out of it. You had to have programmed in the word Sally's before. Yeah. Yeah. And even still, like just someone that doesn't understand how to spell. I guess with the Y it would be IES, like Sally's fourth. I don't know. But that tells you that somewhere along there, someone had to program in the word into the dictionary, Sally's, and maybe didn't understand conjugation of verbs. But that right there just completely gets rid of that device as evidence.
Dude, what is happening?
It said the word Sally's. I've never heard this say.
Dude, and it's spelled the same.
It's spelled the same.
Right.
The same.
Right.
I can't believe that.
This
I can't-
sequence of events there, like.
Yeah.
come
Someone
on,
didn't know the right
come
conjugation of the
This
verb
is
and put it in
mind-blowing.
and programmed it in.
If this is Sally, she's being
But it can't
so
pull
obvious.
words
Like,
that aren't in the
almost too
dictionary.
obvious.
That's
So that
way,
word
way,
had to
way
have been
too
put in
on
that
the nose
dictionary.
to actually be Sally, a 6-year-old
So,
girl.
Yeah.
Like,
If
knowing
you
how
were
to
like
manipulate
going to
everything,
the
like,
site
that
and
does
you
not
knew
seem
where you
like
were
the
going, which they
intelligence
knew
of a
ahead of
6-year-old
time where they
kid.
were
Whether it
going,
is Sally
she
or
could have
not,
just been sitting in the back
something has
programming in the
definitely
words,
caught our
the key words that they want to
attention
use.
and has us thinking that we are talking to Sally.
I actually can't believe this.
Neither can
Part of
we.
me feels like we need to go in the basement at some point.
Yeah, I mean,
It's the only spot we haven't been to.
Yeah.
They can't conjugate verbs.
Headache is back to
Excellent. Like that.
All right, we are gonna go into the basement. This is where there's a stain from where the pentagram was.
I still want to see pictures. Like, I want to see pictures of this pentagram.
anything about this.
I would believe it
What was
more,
that
but
beep?
What?
What?
Is that up there?
No,
That was down here.
not the REM pod.
What?
Not the REM pod.
That was down here, dude.
Down here?
Something just beeped. What is it?
Something's beeping down here.
Dude, what?
if they find that there's something down there beeping, then that gets rid of the whole REM pod going off by itself thing from upstairs.
Dude, what is happening? What is that beep?
What is it?
Find out.
This?
Must be.
Okay.
So turning that off.
It was the dehumidifier.
We're in the basement, and like I said, there's a stain on the ground. That's the stain that
The
I was referring to.
dehumidifier was what was beeping
That is
earlier, where they said it was the
pentagram-
REM pod.
Still see some
Wow.
markings, I think.
Oh yeah, there are.
Right here on the edge. Like you can see some sort of symbol right there.
This is the original foundation.
Yeah, this is the original foundation of the Sallie House, and this is it right here. Yo, someone show how dark it is.
Yeah, so it looks nice and bright right now because we're shooting in night vision, but this is how dark it is.
Face absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
I can't see anything.
How did he
It's
know
so
where
dark.
it was then?
Oh, step on the pentagram.
I know.
Like I can't even see where it is.
That's really weird that they know where it is.
It seems like you want.
I'd imagine you get night vision after a while. Like, you can see better at night with a little bit of light
Now
in
that we're
there.
down here, can you do something for us? Show yourself.
Yeah. I couldn't see it either. That's what I'm saying. I really would like to see the original. If the original was
We had
a
bunch of
pentagram
activity
down
in the
there,
kitchen when we were talking about
because
Sally.
oftentimes people
And
also
it
get
seemed
the
like you were trying to
pentagram
get us
wrong.
down into
Like
the
they
basement.
go, oh, it's the pentagram. It's the sign of of Satan, and it's not. It has nothing to do with it.
Just for viewers to know too, we have a camera. The camera on the second floor is still recording. The camera in the kitchen is still recording. So we do have a camera on every floor right now.
Okay. So every time that a paranormal group reminds you of something, that tells you something is about to happen to where they reminded you of it. But don't forget, we got cameras up there. Don't forget.
Sally, was that you?
Don't forget we locked the door.
Talking to us in the kitchen? Was that really you?
What's about to
I
go
don't know
off?
why you'd want us to come down here.
Yeah. Like, but they're foreshadowing in the moment. But they, I always feel they only remind you whenever something's gonna, right before something happens.
Oh my god. Heck no.
Heck no. What?
Frig that.
Wow.
I don't know.
Yo, what? Lot of dust. What is it?
What do you see?
It's like a lot of plants and
Yeah.
just old stone like foundation.
Yeah, it's the outside wall.
What happened?
Something touched my butt.
What?
Like you weren't even close to that wall.
Something touched your butt?
Something just grabbed her.
Like under my butt.
How did you?
cheek. I'm
How did you know
dead
something
serious.
grabbed her?
Not kidding you. I promise. Like unless if my like jeans moved a weird way.
Dude.
What?
Dead serious. There's nothing over here.
You weren't even close to that wall.
He did it.
That's weird.
Yo.
Okay.
Okay, so you
Seriously.
just got touched.
Wait, what?
He did it because
Like,
he was
the
saying,
only thing I can think
he,
of is, like, my
how does
jeans,
he
like,
keep
had a
talking like
ripple
he
and
knows
I,
where
like,
everybody is if it's pitch black down there?
Rippled? I don't know. I
Weird.
don't know.
Like you were just standing there, and all of a sudden you just turned around.
Don't
Like
freak out, but
Oh, it's fucking shit!
what?
is that real?
No, Dakota.
I don't know.
Scared me. I don't think it is.
No, it's not.
Okay, thank God.
How are they seeing this with infrared?
I don't like it down here.
Because rats are tall.
All right, what do you want to do, Taylor?
I honestly think like we should ask questions, do a digital recorder session, and see what we get.
Maybe it was a
About the digital recorder.
rodents of unusual
This
size.
is a
What was
device
that?
picks up frequencies our ears
R-
cannot hear,
ROUSs?
so it's believed it picks up
From
spirit
Princess
voices.
Bride?
I'm gonna record on this. Set it
That's
on
what
the
I'm
ground,
thinking.
Right in the center of the
They just have like a
pentagram.
pack of those going
All right.
around,
Digital
touching people
recorder
inappropriately.
Is recording.
I've heard there's an evil presence in this house. Do you have a name? Do you know where this pentagram came from?
From hell. It's gonna say something stupid like that, isn't it? Oh, they're using that.
We thought we were just talking to Sally in the kitchen.
Stupid
Is this really you,
EVP
Sally?
thing. That
Who is responsible?
that device has been
for all the
debunked
people
so
getting
many
scratched
times.
and hurt in this house?
Are you a demon?
Yeah, yeah. It's the one that you can go on and find them for $4,000-$5,000,
Why did you or someone?
and they're from the '80s. They're
turn
not
on the
new.
TV
They're from the
upstairs?
'80s, and the reason why they only use the ones from the '80s is because they're broken. They were broken when they were made. Yeah, I know, Teresa. Man, I like it's that kind of information that I wish I would have like boughten. Wow, I can speak well. I speak good.
Are you a demon in the loudest yell?
It's because one of
was
you.
Terrifying.
It didn't even say anything. It was more of like a screech.
Man, they make me angry. They're just my blood
That's
pressure's
so
rising with these guys.
Yeah, I'm freaked out.
That's terrifying.
I'm uncomfortable.
Play that again.
Yeah.
Play it again. Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about it real quick. What this device does. So this device has a Sony chip in it. I believe it's Sony, because these were Japanese manufactured voice recorders, and the audio quality of the time they were really cheap, even for the time. They were just cheap voice recorders. But what the microphone would do is it would raise the gain up until it found any talking or anything. So as you're talking, it was constantly kind of adjusting to record your voice. So as soon as you stop talking, it raises the gain all the way up to 100%. And so any tiny little noise, if you would like move your shirt or something like that, or like your pulse could actually be picked up if you were quiet enough. That's why they set them down or they wear gloves or something like that, because even little motion of your skin, you can hear it. They are terrible. You're not hearing noises. You're not hearing demonic noises. You're literally hearing someone just doing that on their shirt. It doesn't take much. So it's been totally debunked. It's worthless. And there's a reason why they charge $3,000 for these stupid things on eBay and stuff, is because they know it's all false information that you get.
Dude.
It's terrifying.
That's just a growl. That's just a scream.
Are you a demon? And that's the most aggressive scream.
And they know it's fake. They have to know it's fake. If they don't know it's fake, they're not testing their equipment.
Okay.
Some creep. That is creepy.
Really creepy. Just the scream, just that guttural screech.
We asked questions for like 15 minutes, played that back. The only conclusive thing there was the scream after the demon question.
Because you're sitting still.
Like, didn't sound like a girl, a 6-year-old girl.
No.
This
You're
thing
right,
here
it didn't.
tries to manipulate you psychologically, mentally. And like, what better way to do that than to make you think it's a little girl? You kind of lose your guard at that point. You open yourself up more than you would thinking it's a demon.
And I've heard that so many times.
Behind that,
And I guess that's my question. If it was a ghost of a 6-year-old girl, would it make you
If you were
feel
like an entity, though,
better?
demonic or not, and you were here, and now you have a house that
I think an
actually,
image
like,
of a
so
6-year-old
focused
girl
on
is
this
just as
girl,
like,
I
a
can
ghost
see there would
6-year-old
be,
walking around is just as
like,
scary
this
as a
rivalry.
demonic presence.
What if Sally's spirit actually never was here? She passed away in this house, but this demonic entity here saw that period of time.
Okay, but that is not what you've been saying this entire time. All right, so we are an hour in, and you have finally said the opposite of what you started with, which is that it's Sally. You kept saying Sally, 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 that she's here, she's here. And now you're finally saying it's a
It
demon.
goes, this is going to deceive everyone.
We have been lured to the basement and closer to the basement this whole entire night. Like, this is probably
you haven't.
what its whole goal was, its whole entire thing.
That is a good
Did you
point.
hear that?
What are you hearing?
Just walking, like straight up walking above my head. This is so weird. I don't know if it's like where I'm sitting is like everything's like amplified.
Right above us is the living room.
Not the kitchen?
Hello?
Come on.
We locked the door.
Yeah, there's cameras up there.
Yeah, you're right. There are. Why are we whispering?
That's like running above us.
It was like a little pitter patter, like a little girl running.
Yep.
Nothing seems out of place.
So I still have this theory that it's the boards. So as you're walking around, the boards get compressed down, and then as it sits, they kind of move up. Like it's wood.
I think we're getting too close to like figuring it out, so it's trying to trick us again,
Ooh,
thinking
yeah,
that
that's
it's
it.
Sally, but this is not Sally.
But it wanted you in the
Way too
basement.
smart
Now it
for a
wants to
girl,
trick
a little
you.
girl.
I think everything we've experienced has not been Sally. Every single thing. I don't think there's a spirit of a little girl here.
This place is no joke.
Acting.
Dude, what's the plan? We've seen the whole house now. We've been covering it head to toe.
I think this is
Him
a
got
good
in the
time
attic.
to stop, and this is going to be the end of part 1 at the Sallie House.
Oh my God, there's a
And
part 2 of
we are
this?
going to be getting into part 2 right away, and one of us is going to be put in the basement for a very long time by themselves.
Dude,
Wait.
Yeah, Teresa. Okay, so here's my thing, right? Like, if you really look at these people, they are entertaining. Like, and they do have a good production quality to them as well. But it's just, I still feel that there's evidence of the supernatural, ghosts, even cryptids, aliens, you name it. There's evidence out there. It's just when the evidence is so overwhelming, like everything is evidence. That's when I question it. That's my personal, like, the overreactions, the use of faulty equipment. We can do better. We can do better. Like, but I want to get all this stuff too. I want to show like how you can use it and how it could be faked as well, because all of this stuff it's either so ambiguous that it can mean anything, or it's broken, you know? Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. My whole channel, I want to be very clear with this too. My whole channel is not to say nothing exists and there's no way that you could catch evidence. It's let's get better at catching the evidence, or let's just be entertained with the fake stuff that we see. I'm doing both. I love this stuff. Like, these guys are fun, but you think about it. We did an hour and 3 minutes. So we're going to take out 30 minutes of that. So it's 30 minutes of them going around, and we heard some creaking. The TV came on, like all this stuff that happened in, 10 hours or whatever, however long they've been there. What happened in the other 9 hours and 30 minutes that they were there when they're talking to the ovulus and not getting the answers that they want, or how many times did they have to wave the camera in front before they got that angle and the TV came on? It's just stuff that I'm not comfortable saying is real or not. Here, I can put it on this now. Let me put it on that. So yeah, I think we're going to end it here, but if there's stuff that you want to see or that you want to have me debunk, put it on the stream, put it in the chat, go on the YouTube channel. I've got a poll right now about what we might do next, so head out there as well. But yeah, we might do the part 2 of this actually. That might be the fun one, is find the part 2 of this and do that and see what happens in the basement. All right. Well, that was it for me. Thanks guys for watching. I really appreciate all of you, and we shall see you tomorrow.